pursuant to MGL 7C 30A, Section 20F, to notifying the chair of the public body, any person may make a video, audio recording of an open session of a meeting of a public body, may transmit the meeting through any medium. Beginning of the meeting, the chair shall inform other attendees of any such recordings. Any member of the public wishing to speak at the meeting must receive permission of the chair. A listing of agenda items are those reasonably anticipated by the chair, which may be discussed at the meeting. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed. Other items not listed may be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by law. This meeting is being recorded by the Berkshire Edge, CTSB, and the town of Great Barrington. So, meeting's called to order. Select Board's announcements or statements. We'll start with Ben. We'll start with Phil. I'm sorry, Phil. Nothing?
You.
Ben?
Nothing from me.
Okay. Garfield?
Nothing, thank you.
Eric?
Nothing at the time, thank you.
So, and I have nothing. So under new business, to review and approve the Proposition 2.5 ballot question for the special election on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, related to the funding and construction of a new regional high school. Does everyone, Peter Dillon is on the line and we can promote him. Does everyone in the select board have any questions? Do they understand this ballot question?
Maybe you can explain to me. I didn't really have time to read it.
All it is, well, I'm going to let Peter, he took the time out to be here. So we might as well. I'm not a co-host. Can, Chris,
Yeah.
Can you promote Peter? Thank you.
He's coming in.
Okay.
Sorry.
Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, no, so thanks. So essentially what we're proposing is that there be an election on November 4th. And as part of that election, there are going to be two questions. The first one is the district question, and that's to support the project. And that's the district's responsibility, though the towns are running the election for us. The second one is the Proposition 2.5 override, and that's to exclude the cost of it from your limit on and what you can spend. It's a typical process for large capital items. And Chris, you could speak a little more to 2.5.
Yeah, I'll just clarify. It's not a Proposition 2.5 override. That's something different. It's
Sorry.
to exempt the amount of money that you would levy to cover the cost of this project. It's to exempt that from the 2.5 limit.
Yeah, thank you for saying it more clearly.
Thank you.
So for this to happen, the first part I did already. The second part, each of the town select boards needs to vote to approve. Earlier in the week, West Stockbridge did, and after you, later tonight at 6 o'clock, Stockbridge is going to do. So it appears all the towns are on the same page, and really what you're doing is giving the taxpayers the opportunity to vote.
Yes. So just to be clear, the first part of this, the building question, has already been approved by the school committee. It's a district question. This part is a town question. And do we want to exempt it from with the 2.5? And all this does is authorize us to have a ballot for the voters to vote. Any questions?
That's exactly right, Steve. Just to put a finer point on it, this is the select board approving to put this question before the voters.
Yep.
Well, that's all we're doing at this point, correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
You're not expressing any approval or disapproval of the question, but your formal approval of putting it before the voters is needed.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Go ahead, Phil.
And Chris, can you just review for the record, from the town's point of view, why it makes sense for a voter to vote yes on both or no on both?
No, I won't. That's outside of what we're doing here tonight. I'm not going to necessarily talk about the consequences of the vote. the board's job tonight is to advance this to the voters. We could talk about the yes and no later if you don't mind. I just think it's a little bit outside the scope of what you're doing tonight. I don't want to distract from it. If that's okay, unless the board disagrees with my approach.
This simply is a housekeeping item so that there can be 2 ballots on the November 4th election. There's already going to be 1 and 2 in West Stockbridge. This is deciding whether Great Barrington wants the second ballot or not. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve Proposition 2.5 ballot question for the special election on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, related to the funding and construction of the new regional high school.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. Seeing none, this is a roll call vote since we're virtual. Bill,
Aye.
Ben,
Aye.
Garfield,
Aye.
Eric,
Aye.
and I. It's unanimous and it passes. Citizen speak time. Chris, there's 2 hands up. Can you recognize them?
First one here is Eileen.
Eileen, go ahead.
Is the wording that you just approved the same as was presented at the school committee meeting?
No, it's slightly different.
Slightly different based on the town council's approach. The approved language was put onto the town website for this packet, for this meeting packet today.
Thanks, I'll get it there.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Eileen.
it had to be more particular for Great Barrington because we have the 4 precincts and 2 different voting locations. So some of those town-specific details had to be. And we have a chief of police, not just a constable. Those sorts of clarifications.
More words. Okay,
More words.
Yep.
thanks.
Thanks,
next
Eileen.
Person is James.
James, go right ahead.
Good afternoon, this is James Garzone, 84 North Lane Road. Just 2 quick questions or really comments. One, I think you answered it. This 2.5% just is about the school vote. I think you said yes, so I will pass on that one. The second one is more forward thinking. With the tax calculator that's now, people know what the increase is going to be, assuming that the vote is a yes. I just hope the tax classification discussion that's going to happens every year. If we should keep 1 or 2 or change to 2 is going to be more heated because people obviously going to have a huge increase in their taxes and they might start pushing for 2, which I hope is never the case, but I'm just bringing it out there because it's going to happen. Thank you.
Thanks, James. Anyone else? I don't see anyone else with their hands up. Select board time. Just
You got
raise your
one
hand.
I
What's
got
that?
one other hand from Sharon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have gone up late. Go ahead, Sharon. Sorry.
So the exclusion, the Prop 2.5 exclusion versus a Prop 2.5 override, what kind of education in advance are you going to provide for voters about what the implications of this are?
Whether we approve the override or not?
No. About what exactly the Prop 2.5 exclusion is versus the override, because they're very different things. And I think that it would behoove us to have a session where we explain this ballot. I'd like you to consider outreach and explanation to the electorate.
Okay, thank you, Sharon.
Okay.
It's a good point. Anyone else? Select board, Phil,
Nothing, thank you.
Ben,
Nothing for me.
Garfield,
Nothing, thank you.
Eric,
I'm all set. Thanks.
as am I. Media time. Seeing no one from the media, by unanimous consent, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.